Everybody, Steph from the Hot Moving Podcast. Steven Jackson, Mr. All the Smoke, always wants to smoke. And this time he got Austin Rivers in his crosshairs, man. You know, I mean, I don't know the backstory between the two. But Mike Golick was asked asked Steven Jackson about Austin Rivers as it relates to NBA players that could play in the NFL. This is what Steven Jackson's response was. Oh boy.
Austin Rivers came out a while ago and talked about more NBA players could play in the NFL than NFL and the NBA. If you could have been a pro in another sport, which one could you have been a pro in?
I just don't want to be in no conversation with Austin Rivers' name's involved. Like, why is his name even involved? Like, I don't even want to answer a question with his name is phrased in it. Austin Rivers is somebody not relevant nowhere.
I mean, what did Austin Rivers do to this man? Again, Steven Jackson is always bitter, right? He's always angry at somebody. You know, it's always some new dude of the month when it comes to Steven Jackson, right? So Austin Rivers definitely had a response to this. Okay. He said, "This is so ironic considering he stays having my name in his mouth. I've never met this guy, by the way, LOL. The comments say it all. He's at it again. Poor dude, starving for attention. Sad, to be honest. I honestly wish nothing but the best. For real. Good God, bro, grow up." Nah, I don't think he wished him the best. You know, he just saying that, you know, still trying to be cordial. Because Austin Rivers is on ESPN now, right? He is getting visibility. He is the new guy on ESPN. I'm sure that he will get, as he's continuing to show visibility, he's going to get a bigger role. Eventually, probably kind of, you know, slide into where JJ Redick is at some point to call games eventually, right? I don't have a problem with Austin Rivers. I think the issue I had with Austin Rivers was just kind of and I don't blame him, but I also don't agree with him. And it was really, of course, he's going to stick up for his dad when JJ Redick came. Had some harsh criticisms about Doc Rivers' coaching career, right? And JJ went pretty hard about Doc Rivers not taking accountability and everything. So Austin has some choice words for JJ Redick. You know, it was a good clapback. Mentioned about his tenure under Doc Rivers and everything. So I was like, okay, it's all fair, understand that. But for Steven Jackson, right, to pivot this entire thing about Austin Rivers saying that he doesn't want to be in a conversation, anything involved with him. I mean, answer the question. Do you think NBA players can play in the league, or where do you think you stand? Could you play in the NFL? You know, it's a very interesting conversation. I don't think so. I don't think NBA players can just slide into the NFL. Maybe a couple, if they really, you know, have a football background and play receiver to some degree, or a cornerback spot, you know, some of the real more particular skill position. But I don't think it's that smooth of a transition. Honestly, I think both athletes for the NFL and the NBA, totally different. It's not just a swap, vice versa, right? But yeah, man, I mean, Steven Jackson, where's the hate coming from, right? I mean, I don't know if there's any prior beefs between them in the past. I don't know what has transpired between them, like what to cause this level of this satisfaction to Steven Jackson's liking, man. I don't recall. Okay, Austin responds to that concept about him not being as good as Bronny. Okay, this is okay. Austin Rivers on Steven. Okay, so all right, man. So we got some context. We got a little bit of context over here. Austin Rivers on Steven Jackson, calling him trash. Y'all corrected it for me. I didn't even have to fight in my own battles of ignorance. Y'all corrected it for me. On Tuesday, former player and current NBA ESPN made headlines for his comments on challenges Bronny James would face if he played in the NBA with his fathers. Rivers certainly has some background there, but Rivers and Mark drew backlash from All the Smoke. Steven Jackson, you trash. That's right. Okay. I forgot about that. That's right. I even talked about. I'm stupid. My bad. I forgot all that. That was, yeah. Man. Yeah, that's right. So at the time, I didn't know why Steven Jackson came hard at him, right? Okay, fine. You said what you said. You called Austin garbage. Okay, cool. It's over and done with. Now, all of a sudden, there's a topic, that sparks debate, that Austin Rivers had mentioned, and he is still bitter, man. Steven Jackson just can't get out of his own ways, man. He likes to smoke, but I feel like all this is going to come back and bite him one day. He's burned bridges with Stephen A. Smith. I get it. He can have disagreement. If they were friends, right, then they could have had a conversation behind the scenes, but nah, he's like, I don't deal with that snitch, blah, blah, blah. So he's burned that bridge, right? I don't think that was very smart, but hey, he's banking on himself and Matt Barnes and working under Dan Le Batard and this Meadowlark Network to blow up and continue to all the smoke, right? But y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. You think this shot was necessary still, right? I mean, why is Austin Rivers still living rent-free in Steven Jackson's head, right? Why does he need to go this hard at the young brother who's on the come up in the media? You know what I'm saying? Right? You can have disagreements, but in this manner, right? And I mean, Mike Golick, not to bring race, but he's white and he's saying like, yo, this is embarrassing, right? As you see two brothers, and it's not really on Austin's behalf, it's really Steven Jackson. You know what I'm saying? To see two brothers going at it in front of Mike Golick. I mean, you would think like, yo, when you're dealing with other, like, it's like sometimes it gives this type of behavior gives evidence a lot of times as to why other demographics view us differently, right? If we're gonna keep it 100, I feel like, in lines of business like this, podcasting, media work, have professional discourse, right? But to go hard like this, never good, man. Anyways, y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Hey, let me know if you agree with Steven Jackson or if you think the shot was unnecessary, man. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.